Good evening traders and welcome back to TradesFX. It is Wednesday the 28th of August 2024 and the time is soon to turn 11:15 PM UK time. Traders, welcome back to the channel. Hope you are great. Hope you're having a great trading week, and most importantly traders, hope you've been enjoying all of the content that I've been putting out for you here recently. Some great trades, winners and losers traders, but most of all they're showing you that the plan is the most important thing. The plan and the psychology is one of the most important, or two of the most important things in trading. Now, I have a video here for you, which may, hopefully, I'm hoping it's not going to turn out to be too long, but I need to explain to you my methodology in looking to trade this pair. So let's get into it, traders, and let's see if I can clearly show you what my thoughts are. Now, let me jump into the charts here, and as you can see, I'm here at the moment on the weekly chart of the New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Okay, so I'm on the New Zealand dollar, US dollar, and I'm bearish the New Zealand dollar. Okay, so I think that the New Zealand dollar is looking, from a sentiment point of view, is looking to push down. Okay, fundamentally speaking, over the longer term, however, I think we may be pushing up, but I do believe we need to go down, do some things before we can then move up. So let me try and explain to you exactly what I'm thinking, exactly what I'm seeing, and trying to put that into plain English to you so you can see what I'm thinking here on the 28th of August at nearly 11:15 PM. So let's sort of start to discuss with you what I'm seeing here on this daily chart. Now, first things first, on this weekly chart. First things first, traders. I want to show you, first things first, I want to show you what I'm seeing here. And this is what I'm seeing here. Okay, so can you see that? So it is a level of trend line resistance. Now, as you've seen in my previous videos, I try to build confluence, and I try to use that confluence in line with the fundamentals and fundamental direction I think a market's going to go. And I then use a sentiment to be my trigger. Now, as you can see here on the weekly chart, we've had price approach this level here, been rejected. Price has then pushed down, taken out some lows in here, and then pushed back up to the same level and then created another high, or lower high if you like. Why is it a lower high? Because it's lower than this high, and then sell off yet again. We then had this push up, and price didn't actually make it to this level, did it? So it failed to reach that level, pushed off to the downside, created another low. Why is it low? Because it's actually lower than this low, and then pushed back up. And now we're back up to this level again. Okay, so that's the first sort of bit of evidence that I may want to take some notice of this level, because we've struggled on 2 occasions before to get through it, and dependent on what we see here again, we may well struggle and be looking for a sell-off also. So that's my first bit of evidence at this level. So let's go down the time frame now. Let's start to see exactly what else I'm seeing. I'm going to try not to make this chart too messy, but it's going to prove difficult. But I want you to stick with me, traders, because there's many levels of resistance at play here. So down to the daily chart. Now, what do I see? Well, first things first, I'm going to take a Fibonacci retracement from this high up in here all the way down to this swing in here, to this low. Okay, now let's just fatten this up just so you can see everything that I'm talking about. So first things first, if you can see, this green level up in here is a 786. And as you can see, right in there at the trend line resistance and the 786 is where price is butting up against right now. Now, we haven't quite touched the 786, but we are very close. So let's remove this Fibonacci retracement now in an order to try and keep this chart clear. What else is there? Well, what if I get a Fibonacci expansion and I go from this low down here to this high, and I go back down in? to this level here. Now, let's move it to the left. And can you see what happened there? We are right in the middle of an equal legs 127 fib expansion of this move here. Now, is there anything else with regards to a fib extension? Let's have a look. Let's take price down to here. We'll take the indicator down to the lows in here. Put it down there. And let's just template it. 1618. And not far off. We've pushed through the 1618. Okay. However, we have closed above the 16718, which in itself could be bearish. Let's go back to the 127 fib extension. Okay, let's get rid of that. Is there anything else? Now, I want to show you what I'm looking at. There's some patterns here that are playing out. And let me just mark them out for you. If I go from this high, let's do that again. If I go from this high to this low, and you've got this like this 1, 2, 3 figure here, haven't you? And in addition to that, we've also got this 1, 2, 3 figure there, haven't we? Now, if I'm right, this part of the 1, 2, 3 here could be coming to an end. So as you can see here, we've got multiple layers of confluence, Fibonacci and trend line. Okay, higher time frame trend line as well, all come into fruition in this little sort of zone in here, aren't we? And this little zone here just happens to be butting up against the trend line resistance. Now let me go down to down the time frames and let's tell you what I'm thinking. Hopefully I've given you enough to see here exactly why I'm possibly looking to sell here. Now, fatten this up again. Let's get in close and let's see what I'm talking. Can you see these two sort of bars in here? Okay, where prices pushed up. Sorry about that, traders. Where prices pushed up, okay, stalled, and then price has been wiped out the very next day. Okay, that's almost an engulfing pattern. Okay, and it's almost because the highs don't take out the highs, but to me that's good enough to be an engulfing pattern. And then price pushed back up, and again we're stalling out at this level. What else is there? Let's go down to the 6-hour chart, and as you see now, as we get into that level there, we start seeing these spinning top type bars, all giving you what I would class as indecision at this level. 3-hour chart. Again, here we are giving you these wicky type bars. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk to you about, okay, as I go back up the time frame here, is what's actually happening with the volume. Now, if you look at this bar here, now this bar here, this volume bar here, coincides with this bar here. Now look at what is happening to the volume as the price goes higher. Can you see that, traders? As the price is going higher, the volume is actually falling off. Now that to me is a reduction or reducing interest in that particular up move. And could it be now that as we've got to this level here, that interest may be waning full stop? We've had this massive bar here, okay? Massive bar here. But the volume in that massive bar is nowhere near the amount of volume we've had in this bar here, is it? So there's something off. There's a divergence between the volume and the price as far as I'm concerned. So what is it that I'm looking for to happen then? Well, okay. If I go down to the 3-hour chart, 4-hour chart. Is it the 1-hour chart? No, it isn't. It's the 4-hour chart. Because we're now up at this level, because I'm bearish, because I have a number of different confluences happening in around that area, I'm thinking this could be the reason to get short. Now, I'm not looking to get short at the market. I'm looking for, we've got this sequence of higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Okay, why are these highs higher, or why is this high higher? Because it's higher than this high. Why is this high higher? Because it's higher than this high. And the same with the higher lows. High low, why? Because it's higher than this low. Higher low, why? Because it's higher than this low, and so on and so on. Okay, now we've got a nice sequence here of higher highs and higher lows, haven't we? And that sequence is yet to be broken. However, now that we've got to our confluence, this is what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for, and you've seen me do it time and time again, is what I'm looking for is for price to, let me get this actually, is for price, oopsie daisy, for price to push down from this level now, take out this low in here, thus breaking this sequence of higher highs and higher lows for the first time to the downside. What I'm then going to be looking for is some kind of a retracement back up into this level, maybe further up, maybe even through the top and back down again. But it all indicates that we're possibly ready to go down. So all I'm really going to do here, traders, at this moment in time is I'm going to set an alert. And that alert is if price crosses down through that level, my message to myself is higher high sequence broken. And that's all I need to know at this point, traders. I don't need to know anything else. All I need to know at this point is that price has pushed down and broken this lower high, this higher low, okay? Thus breaking this sequence of highs and higher lows. So traders, that's the setup. This is what we're now stalking the market. We're now looking, I've given you the reasons why I like this level, all the confluences that are playing out at this level, the trend line, the Fibonacci expansion, the Fibonacci extension, all of that, okay? There's one other thing, if I remember rightly, actually. There's a pattern in here. If I take this swing to this swing and back down in, okay, look at that, traders. Right in again in the middle of a one equal legs 127 fib extension of this move. So there's a lot of confluence here as far as I'm concerned. So let's see what happens. Thank you, traders, for sitting in. Don't forget to come across and subscribe. Give your boy a like. Help this channel to grow. And I'll catch you all real soon. Take care, traders.